9G. How does 9G
Yeah.
feel?
It's hard to describe. So the way I describe it on launch, a rocket is about 3G. So I say just lay on your back and have two or three of your friends lay on top of you. And that's the pressure that you feel. But in a fighter, you're sitting like this, right? So the G forces is from your head, the G forces from your head to your toes. So you'd have to have 8 or 9 of your buddies sit on your shoulders. That's the amount of pressure you feel. And you can watch videos in the centrifuge. As soon as you pull back, you just sink down like that, and your face does this. It's like an aging machine.
Yeah.
And it wants to pull the blood out of your head, and so you have to kind of grunt. You make your thighs and your legs, squeeze them as hard as you can, and you squeeze your stomach as hard as you can. And you can do that just sitting here, but it's not safe because when you go, you can like pop your blood vessels in your eyes. You don't want to do this very much, but that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to push that blood back up in there. And it's hard to move your head too. If the bad guy's in front of you, that's okay. But if he's behind you, what you have to do is set your head against the seat and then pull, because you don't want to pull and then try and move your head. That's a good way to break your neck or really hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, like, I have back problems. There's a lot of fighter pilots with either fused necks, vertebrae, or, back problems. That's a common occupational hazard.
Yeah, I bet. That sounds intense. How many more Gs can you do before you're basically on the verge of passing out? Do you think, like, not you specifically, but a human, your average fighter pilot? Yeah.
9Gs is kind of the limit that, everybody. Now, could you go to 12? It depends on how long you do it. Because when you eject, that's like a 20 or 30 G explosion. But it's only for a tenth of a second or something. So it really is a question of how long you're going to do it for. And my kind of senior graduation project at test pilot school was this thing called A-tags. It was a new G suit. It eventually became the G suit they used in the F-22. But that thing, it was just more, a G suit is a big, it's kind of like chaps, like the cowboys wear. And it inflates and it squeezes your legs. And so it does some of the squeezing for you. And there's also a part around your stomach, kind of like a cummerbund for a tuxedo. And that inflates and it squeezes your stomach. And so this A-tags just had more squeezing and more stomach squeezing. And in the centrifuge, you could sit there at 9Gs. We used to say smoking a lucky, which meant, just taking a break. I did that program in an F-15. I got checked out in the Eagle, and it was all the test points. You just sit there at 7, 8, 9Gs, and it was not a problem at all. But the problem in the Eagle has a centerline control stick. The F-16 has a side stick, but the F-15 had a center stick. And so when your legs blew up, they actually had a problem that they inflated so much that it would trap the stick. So you couldn't control the airplane, which was bad. So we were testing a new G suit that would let you do that.
Thanks for watching that clip. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and check out the full episode. All links are in the description. Be nice, be happy.